Hi everyone, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm going to do another book review and this is called Angel in Chains. Oh, can you see? Okay. So just in case you're wondering or whoever's wondering what was in the side, excuse me, this is my Louis Vuitton Agenda in MM. I use this all the time and that's why it's right next to me on my desk. So I'm going to talk about Angel in Chains. I'm going to move that away because actually if I see that, it just bothers me. And if that happens to me, I'm pretty sure someone else is going to be annoyed by that. So this is what the cover looks like. Some super hot dude. Super hot blonde dude with long hair. Oh yes, can we just take a moment? I just have a weakness for guys with long hair. And more points if they're blonde, naturally blonde. Anyway, so Angel in Chains. This is the third book from the Fallen series, written by Cynthia Eden. So this is your first time. What's in my head? This is the first time that you've ever been watching my book reviews. What I typically do is give you information from Goodreads.com, and then we go from there. So it says here that this is rated 4.12 out of 5 stars on Goodreads.com. Mortal sin. As a fallen angel of death, Azrael is cursed to walk the earth alone in search of redemption. One night, as he wanders the streets of New Orleans, he discovers a woman surrounded by panther shifters. No longer able to contain the anger simmering within, Az summons his dark powers and attacks, determined to protect this innocent human from certain death. Only Jade Pierce is no delicate flower. She spent years learning to survive and fight the evil forces sent by her ex-lover, who refuses to let her go. But after seeing Az in action, she figures she could use a little supernatural help. And so she plans a course of seduction, not seducing, guaranteed to arouse his interest and his angelic passions. Ooh. First published back in November 27, 2012. This is categorized in the genres of paranormal romance, angels, romance, fantasy, and demons. Written by Cynthia Eden. Okay. Not because of the book, but this took me a while to actually finish the book. It took me about over a week, if not a week, or 1 to 2 weeks. Has nothing to do with the book. Just got really, really busy. And what was it? Yesterday or the other day, I was just like getting in the story again. And then my baby starts, crying or making some noise, letting me know that he needs me. So it was just that kind of experience, which is really strange. So this starts really quick, just like the second book, just like the first book, action packed and nonstop. I've already mentioned that I really like guys with long hair, and it's a big bonus when they're blonde too. And so Az is just like the perfect guy physically. So if you haven't read the first two, I would really recommend you pick that up because Az is, or Azrael, I'm like, yeah, we're BFFs. I'm just calling him Az. Azrael is mentioned in the first 2 books, and I didn't really like him. I didn't like Az. Especially the first one. He was the villain. He was the bad guy. He was against the hero. He was against Keenan, and I just didn't like him. And then he somehow redeemed himself in book 2. And in book 3, I just have to sigh. So this is the POV or point of view from Azrael and Jade. I love it when a heroine or a female lead is just so badass, and Jade is badass. I love her. She is just awesome. She's fearless. And I guess, you know, what she went through for so many years, I can understand that. A lot of, you know, you feel like there's nothing to lose anyway, you know, you're desperate, you need to do a lot of things, and you just don't think what's going to happen next. Like, you don't really care. And I get that part. I get that part. And I think that's what makes her so strong. It kind of seems strong, but it can also be, in the other side of the coin, can also be somewhat reckless in a sense, because maybe if she doesn't care about the repercussions, you can be reckless. You know what I mean? This really redeemed as for me. The first one, I'm like, I hated him, you know, and this one, you're just like, oh, it's he is completely redeemed in this story. Sam was my soulmate, but as my God, as is just, I don't know what to call him. My second husband, I don't know, but as is his personality is definitely a lot introverted, I would say. And you have to think, because I'm comparing him to Sam. Sam is just my soulmate, so I have to compare him to Sam, which is his twin brother, by the way. And if you haven't read the first two, I'm sorry, that was a spoiler. But if you have read the other two, that's not a spoiler anymore. So they're brothers, and they were twins, or they are twins, and you know, light and dark, so blonde and brunette. Sam was able to develop and walk around Earth for centuries, so he has already mastered what human emotions are and what humans do, what life on Earth is like a fresh baby but a grown man. You know what I mean? He looks like a man, he talks kind of like a man, but his emotions are raw, fresh, and what babies are learning. And they're just going through all of that all at once, including the hormones. You know, they never had to slowly develop to puberty, you know, all of that. It's very similar to Kenan, like Kenan's story, in that sense that he was also kind of developing and getting to know what his new self is already, and as Azrael is going through the same thing. This is just, it's very, very action packed. It's intense. There are some moments that I just kind of wanted to scream, in a good way, because I just kind of felt like communication is key. And oh my gosh, there's so many times that I feel like I want to just go inside the book and put my small hands around Az's probably very thick neck and just kind of shake him and just be like, do something, Az, do something. Say something. He is, I guess, the ultimate man. The ultimate man. But because he's still getting to know himself, getting used to all the human emotions, he's not a very slow learner. However, he is still getting used to a lot of them, and he has a little bit of hesitation here and there and questions here and there. So going on the journey with him and going on a journey with Jade as well, because you do get both of their points of views, it was definitely very fun. A lot of times I just wanted to scream at both of them. A lot of times I just wanted to scream at Az, just because he's Az. I know I have like the stars in my eyes, and I have like the dreaminess right now, because Az is like smoking hot in the book. I have a very vivid imagination, if you haven't really caught up on that yet. Az is like the ultimate man, you know? I mean, he's not an angel anymore, so he's an ultimate man. He is dedicated. He is very dedicated. He knows what he wants. And he's there. Maybe not as expressive in words, but physically, he's there. Okay, I give this a 2 thumbs up. A 1 out of 10 stars. I would give this an 8. It was a really fun. It was very, very, very exciting. It was one of those romance books that heats your skin. So watch out for that. It definitely, it's already the colder months, and it's not bad to have on your bedside and cuddle up on the couch with a blanket, and then you just kind of push the blanket away because your skin is kind of heating up. So if you haven't already guessed, I recommend this book a lot. If there are books out there, I would really ask for books that are not Cynthia Eden, because if I don't already have that book or have read that book, I probably have it in my collection because I'm a book hoarder. And I am addicted to books and buying them. And anyway, I would ask for similar content genre of book, just not from Cynthia Eden. Again, if I haven't read the book, I probably have it in my collection, and I would want other authors, other recommendations. If you have read the book, if you want to chit chat about the book, feel free to chat down below, because I always love hearing from you guys. And I love discussing books. I love discussing this book and other books that I've read. If you guys have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to chat down below as well. If you just want to say hi, feel free to do that. I love hearing from you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Thank you so much for watching my video. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, and the bell so you'll be notified whenever I do upload a new video. Don't forget to expand the description box, because as much as possible, I always try to get coupons for you guys, discount codes, and other goodies like that. I also have my Twitter information, Instagram, Snapchat, and for business inquiries, I have my email there as well. Thank you guys, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.